Hello everyone and welcome to Rimworld, where our colonists are currently freezing to death. We've mostly solved the freezing problem by constructing a bunch of fires in our house, but that hasn't solved the animal starvation from the cold snap. Winter is harsh, but we will survive. And we just need 2 of every animal to survive. So we should be good. And we survived the cold snap, and here we are building more doors into our colony, because if we have to go out through the kill box, that will not be good. Yeah. So we've built at least that one, so now enemies will route through the kill box instead of going around through the hole. And we've started building our prison with beds and stuff. And actually, I don't think that you can have one end table connect to 2 beds. I don't think that's how it works. Probably should have just saved that spot for like a statue or something if I wanted to improve their mood. And down here, we're going to build housing for our colonists. We should really construct a hospital somewhere, but we can probably just use the second prison for the hospital. That'll probably work, and we could probably use one of the rooms to store medicine. The storm doors would be a bit of a problem, though. I didn't think this through. That's a later problem. Alright, and we're getting raided by these people again. Alright, and they're coming in drop pods. Oh, that's a few. Alright. They're beginning their assault. We're gonna go stand in the kill box and shoot them, as is our custom. And hopefully they'll just come around this way. Yeah. Alright, looks like they're going around the other way, but that's fine. Looks like we've got some more approaching from this way. So it doesn't seem like they're the super smart kind that will, like, evade our traps. So that's good. And he goes through the kill tunnel and he dies. Good for us. Good on the kill tunnel. Alright, we've got more people coming in. Alright. Should be plenty. Alright, and they are fleeing now. Alright. He's still alive, but he's not very good, so I think we're just gonna leave him. Yep. Alright, and here is the overview of our colony. We've got ourselves a nice square city with some workhouses and some individual houses that are going to be super nice. I think White got attacked by something, but Lisa's got her. We're doing good. Everyone has tattered apparel. Yeah, this is like, oh, we're putting the hospital over here. That's where the hospital is. Good. That's a good spot for the hospital. Yeah. One of the workrooms will be the hospital because I can't think of more places to put hospital. Yeah, so the final in on the workhouses is tailoring, brewing, hospital, drug production, art, and research. Actually, I think what I said was drug production is actually a smithy. We're probably going to do drug production in the brewery, and that's where that's going to go. Yeah, and we're going to sell that. Those are rhinoceroses. Man-hunting rhinoceroses. Oh dear. Alright, everyone to the kill box, I guess. I hope that the spike traps can take those. It looks like we got those replaced at least. Hopefully the combination of spike traps and guns will save us from the rhinoceroses. Oh, here they come. Alright, oh, they're tanking them. Okay, one down. Okay, literally the last one. Okay. And since they both, were Manhunter and had Scaria, we're not going to be able to get meat from those, so they're going in the graveyard. Alright, and here are some of our first individual rooms. And we're going to start moving people in there, and then we're going to decommission the other room over there, and I think that's going to be a rec room of some kind, or possibly just, like, more crop space. Who knows? The world is our oyster. We've got walls. Nothing can harm us inside the walls. And I spoke too soon. A psychic ship crashed. We're still in the Neolithic. Those are mechanoids. Those are evil killer robots coming for our colonists that can't even make guns yet. We probably should have put more effort into researching, then maybe we'd be able to deal with this with, like, some mortars or something. We are not prepared for something like this. This is no good, but it seems at least that they're sleeping. Maybe we can get a trade caravan in here and they can tank them. And then they'll come through our kill box, and that'll work. And low psychic drone. That's no good. That's really no good. This is bad. It seems like the amount of steel we have is finally coming back to bite us. We just have too much stuff. Caravan. Yeah, that's when they asked for human leather. We're not doing that. Alright, we're harvesting some cotton. Looks like we've cotton. Looks like we've moved everyone out. But we should probably go on a trading mission and get rid of some of this wealth, just so that we don't get more attacks like this. Because who knows what else we could get. Actually, if we get a large enough raid, they might go after the mechanoids for us. Or they might just wake them up and send them hurtling towards us. This isn't good. This isn't great. This is not good. This is very bad. Alright, and we'll send those people on their mission to Kindness Craig, and the rest of us will harvest the corn. Aardvark will be catatonic. That's what he will do. But in the meantime, there's not really much we can do about the psychic ship. We can just hope that it doesn't get worse. Alright, and they are at Kindness Craig. Alright, we sold most of our stuff, and we're going to gift the rest. We're going to gift this gold and jade and... the gold, yeah, we need less wealth. We're going to travel light back to our colony, and hopefully nothing else bad will happen. And it'll decrease the likelihood of this mechanoid situation getting worse. Alright, yeah, look, we're returning some animals to the wild, it looks like. And they are our ally now. That's great, because you can trade with and give people gifts, and that makes you their ally. This is very useful. Alright. Alright. Our food stores are doing pretty good, but, like, we're still going to keep up food production. Food production is the key kind of thing you keep up on. And eventually what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to research survival meals and sell those. Because while they aren't very expensive, they keep for a very long time. Pretty much indefinitely. And if we get a good stock up of those, we can sell the excess and use it as like just a little bit of a steady income. Alright, the psychic drone keeps getting worse, so we're going to try to take care of the problem. We're sending out Ambus and Aardvark to try and blow the stuff up. And everyone else is going to be kind of over by the wall in case things go south, in case they wake up. Okay, they didn't wake up, and they've woken up now. Aardvark is down, Aardvark is gone. Ambus is in a losing battle over here. He's thrown a tantrum. Alright, everyone else, form a caravan and leave. We're just gonna go a few tiles over and form a new colony. We're done here. We're leaving. Goodbye, Aardvark. Goodbye, Ambus. It was nice knowing you. But the colony must survive. Our city was nice, but unfortunately, the mechanoids have taken it, and it's time to start over. Alright, let's trade. Let's get ourselves some meals. Alright. We don't have money. Never mind. Let's move on. Alright. Aardvark is severely injured. He's not going to survive. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. And we found our new settlement. We're going to settle here. We're going to abandon our other colony, and this is our new home now. We're going to set up some rice to grow, and we're going to build ourselves a new house. White is our only survivor from our previous start, and she will be our guide. We're going to set up some tables, we're going to set ourselves with a good rec room, because our people have expectations. Our wealth has dropped by a lot, and hopefully this will be a new start for the colony. We've got some wildfires going on, but we've got our cabin planned out and our rice planted. We're going to need to eat berries for a couple of days. And a manhunter pack. Okay. Manhunting hares. Okay, that's no good. Our home hasn't been constructed yet. Alright, everybody, draft up. Yeah, look at that drastic wealth drop. We're left with basically just the clothes on our backs. We have nothing. Alright, with no other choice, we fight the rabbits, and Isolda is downed. Everyone else is mildly injured except for Hay House. We're gonna mine some steel to make some stone cutting benches and research tables, and we're gonna call our new settlement the Blue Meadow. This is our new home, and our old abandoned settlement is of no consequence to us anymore. That's in the past, and we need to move on. Yeah, it was the right decision to leave. There was too much danger there. It's just too dangerous. Those mechanoids would have destroyed us. And we're going to set up 2 research benches, and this time we're going to prioritize research so that next time when our wealth gets super high, we will actually have mortars that we can use. Our first priority in our new town is going to be to build a food storage building. We don't want this to be too big. We don't want to store too much food, but we also don't want to store not enough. It's a delicate balance to strike between having too much wealth and having not enough food. I'm still kind of new to this game, despite having played for a lot of hours. I'm a little bit of a chronic game restarter, but since I'm recording this, I'm not going to start over. We're doing pretty good on food for now, but we're going to want to amp up production eventually and build ourselves a little bit of a storehouse. We made some mistakes in the previous run. We got our wealth too high, we didn't do enough research, but this time we won't repeat those mistakes. We'll take things slow and we'll do research. And then when the mechanoids come again, we will be driven out. We will fight them and we will win. Alright, we've started work on the granary. We're building it out of limestone. And we've finished plate armor. So what we're going to research next is psychite refining. Actually, penicillin. Penicillin will keep our colonists from getting infections and the plague. Oh, nutrient base. That's actually really helpful. Yeah. So we're going to want to research penicillin, because that'll keep our colonists healthy, and then we'll lose less to plague. Yeah. So instead of building a city, our new goal is to research and build a city that will withstand things. You don't need to put out the fire. That building's made of stone. And over here, I've just set out the rec room / dining room and the 2 kitchens, the kitchen proper and the butchery. And now it's time to floor the granary. We still haven't finished the walls, so they haven't built the roof, and we do want to get the rocks out of there, so yeah. Yeah. And we're getting raided. Our first raid in our new town, and it looks like 2 people. We can handle 2 people. Looks like they're both unwaveringly loyal, so there's no reason to. Alright, and here they are. And he's getting kind of close. Alright, Lisa, go get him. Lisa and Hay House, go get him. Alright. And they're beginning their assault. Yeah. Go get him. Alright. So far, no major injuries, and we're all good. We all survived. Good job, everybody. This really is the dream team. The next thing we need is more workrooms. We had those at the old town, but now we need to build new ones because we left. We're going to build them in a row this time, just because I feel like We want to build a little bit of a smaller town this time, so it's easier to wall in. We're still going to do the wall. We're just going to be more strategic about the wall. We're going to keep everything closer together. Everything's going to be a little bit smaller. And we're going to do things in a way that makes us accumulate less wealth. And here we are. We're getting raided by another... Alright, one person. And here he comes. And yeah. We're just going to do a little bit of shootout. And Lisa and Hay House are going to go get him. And we should be good. Yeah. You can't fight off two people, can you? Yeah. I don't know why they send single people to fight like 4 people. It's never a good idea. Alright, and we are planting our crops and researching. We are chilling. And we have finished penicillin. So what we're going to do next is goat juice. We had a book for that, but since we abandoned the colony, we've lost the book. So we're just going to do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah. So we're just going to do the basics, back to the basics. We're going to grow our food, we're going to build our colony, and we're just going to do our best to make sure that we survive. Next time we'll work on building our food production and consummation room, our fridge and our rec room, and we'll work on building our city slowly so we don't get too much wealth. Alright, and I'll see you next time.